All right, 10:24 now, and of course, as many of you guys know at home, the Orange and Blue will be going head-to-head with in-state rival, the Columbus Crew, for the first round of the MLS playoffs starting tonight. So this morning, I'm privileged to welcome Jake Ziven. Is that how you pronounce your last name?
That is correct. No,
okay.
You got it.
Awesome,
Perfect.
wonderful. You're going to be in the booth tonight. You're going to be calling the match.
Correct.
A huge match, one that it kind of has so many emotions behind it too. You have the rivalry and everything like that. Columbus coming into town to face FC Cincinnati. Let's kind of jump right into it here. In terms of the match itself, do you have any just kind of initial instincts in terms of who's going to take this game over? Do you think it's going to be a tight one?
Yeah, no, it'll be tight. Of course, it's a rivalry, right? And every game in the playoffs is a little more intense. That ramps up when it gets this time of year. And then when you throw in the fact it's the hell is real derby, it's Columbus, it's Cincinnati. When these teams get together, it's always better than just a normal game.
Sure.
Add it in the playoffs. Can't wait tonight. It's going to be fantastic.
And okay, so do you think that in terms of Columbus is a great team, not maybe a powerhouse that beat us in the playoffs 2 years ago?
Yes.
What do you think, though, are going to be the biggest things that Pat Noonan and his team have to keep in check, right?
Well, look, I don't know how much they're going to be thinking about 2 years ago. And
True.
Pat told us that's in the past for him, but for the supporters, they'll be thinking about that through the entire series. Because they were up 2-0 in the second half. They were just, 30 minutes away from advancing to MLS Cup, less than that.
Yeah.
And Columbus came back, and Columbus won the game, and Columbus won MLS Cup in Cincinnati.
Right.
So even if the Cincinnati players forget about that, you assume they will, the Cincinnati supporters will have that in their minds.
Yes.
So yeah, for Cincinnati, it's of course playing a complete game.
Yeah.
They need their stars to step up. Everybody does. And Cincinnati has as good of stars as there are in this league.
Right. Absolutely.
Big for them tonight. Big game for them tonight.
So the team as a whole, they've had a bit of an up and down season. They've done well in September and October. Do you think that will then kind of propel them forward in this at the end of October?
I do. Look, it's a perception. It's an up and down season, and they had a stretch where they lost 4 games in a row at TQL Stadium, but they finished second in the league. They finished with 65 points, 1 point away from the Supporters' Shield, from the most points in the regular season. They weren't blowing teams out throughout the year, and I think that maybe there's a desire from the fan base and just from outsiders, because you look at this roster, they should be winning games 4-0, 3-0, dominating, but they just figure out a way to win.
Yeah.
They've won 4 or 5 coming into the playoffs. They know how to win tight games. Second best record in the league. So,
and I feel like it's one of those teams, too, that will take advantage of when someone's having an off day, right? That's what teams get, or that's how teams kind of learn to be able to kind of catch those wins, right? Is figuring out the other team's weaknesses.
And they have special players. You have Evander, who is, outside of Lionel Messi, who's the greatest player of all time, he is as good as anybody in this league. He can provide a special moment. He can do what other players in the league can't. Better than anybody else. And when you have a guy like that, even if you're down 1-0, even if a game is 1-1 or 0-0 and it's tight, Evander steps up with a moment. Kevin Denke, Brenner step up with a moment. And you win the game. That's how the Cincinnati team works.
Absolutely. Okay, so before we let you go, where can people hear you tonight?
Yeah, so we're on Apple TV tonight.
Awesome.
Coverage starts at 6 o'clock. Kickoff is going to be closer to 6:45 at TQL Stadium.
Perfect. I'm looking forward to it. And again, Apple TV, thank you so much.
Of course.
I feel honored. You're not even from Cincinnati. He came all the way here just to talk to us today and to call the match.
That's the job. Yes. No, this is first.
This is first.
And then, I was here for this.
It was very convenient.
I'll go to TQL.
It's convenient the match worked out that way when you're already coming in. It's 10:28. We'll be right back.